It's new guitar day! I'm gonna raise you guys up to the heavens. It's new guitar day. You guys have already seen the title and the thumbnail, so I'm not gonna act like you guys don't know what this is, okay? This isn't a kid's show. Haven't shaved in a little while because I am still breaking out a little bit. I've been stressed, guys. I wasn't born into generational wealth. It's hard out here. He says in his unboxing video of something that he purchased with his own money. I'm also stressed because this is a Les Paul. Like, we all know that. We all know what I'm obsessed with. And we all know what those headstocks have a nasty habit of doing. So yeah, I've been a little stressed, okay? Sue me. So yeah. We're doing a little unboxing today. Yeah, I should have just got my Superman jersey in XL, because right now it looks like I'm wearing a dress. Can I just take a second to complain about 2XL size shirts? Very seldomly do they fit perfectly. They're either wider than the planet Saturn, or they're longer than the Snyder Cut of Justice League. Join the channel membership so I can get the XL version of this jersey and not look like an asshole. All right, we're gonna start the unboxing process. Oh. It's been a while since we've done an unboxing. It's been I think the last new guitar day was last year, which, you know, that's kind of quick actually. We own too many guitars, guys. We are far too used to this phenomenon of being like, oh, it's new guitar day again. And it's like, dude, that should happen like once every like 5 years, realistically. But guitar players are addicts. Is that bad? I don't know. Probably. It's the only kind of capitalism I like. I'm very excited, guys. This is my first Cougar, and I'm gonna be so heartbroken if she arrives to me with a broken headstock. And there's like a non-zero chance of that happening, by the way. If you're new here and you don't know what Les Pauls are all about, one of the most important things you should know, headstocks break on Les Pauls, especially in transit. It's just a thing that happens. They could have fixed it a long time ago. They just choose not to. Wow, that was really loud. Hell yeah. Oh, it says thank you. This should be the guitar that I ordered. Bubble wrap. Bubble wrap. More bubble wrap. This guy watched a Trogley video. He didn't double box it, but I know this bubble wrapping scheme. It's a psyop by Big Trogley. Okay. Oh, it comes with a case. I didn't think about that. It was literally in the like pictures of the guitar. But I didn't think about the fact that the case would come with it. That's fun. Now to free this poor creature of its condom. She be farting. Ugh. Come on, you whore. Why is this taking so long? I want to see my guitar, damn it. Jesus Christ. 8 hours later, had to have a SummerSlam match with the bubble wrap first. Is this good enough? No, I'm like way over here. You guys are gonna drop it like it's hot. Fucking it's lefty Lucy, not righty Lucy. Dumbass. Okay, so I like you guys. Don't get that twisted, but I bought the guitar, so I think I get to see it first. I think that's only fair, wouldn't you say? Wouldn't you concur, Consuelo? Whoa, these latches are oh, it's upside down. Shit. Kind of an old case, too. Is there one on the back? That was an unsatisfying latch. Okay. These latches are not very fun. Oh, shit. Holy crap. Oh, she's, what is that? Was she in a farm? Was she in a barn? What's this? Wipe this stuff off. Like, what is that hay? No, I think it's residue from the case. All right, right on. Shit. Oh, that looks sick. This case is like disintegrating and a bunch of it got on the surface of the guitar, but that's okay because I got a vintage guitar now. So this guitar is made in 1990 and that counts as vintage now, and that hurt my feelings a little bit, but got a vintage guitar now, so that's pretty neat. All right, I'm done teasing y'all. Let me get this case that's falling apart out of here. And let me introduce you all to my brand new Greco Les Paul Custom. It's not in tune. Oh my God, this thing is so sick. Someone played this guitar, holy hell. Was it refretted? I feel like it might've been refretted. If I could connect to my camera, that would be swell. Oh, dudes, this thing is sick. That's like the perfect aged white. Oh man, and this thing's got some wear and tear, I tell you what. That's sick. You can tell this guitar was played and used, but it still looks pretty clean, you know? Man, whoever installed these tuners did not have a straight edge. Oh dude, look at the headstock. That thing is so sick. Three-way toggle's a little loose, but that's okay. We can always update and replace stuff. Bridge isn't bent. I don't know what kind of strings these are. Are they America strings? Why are they all like red, white, and blue? Okay, I need to show you guys the leftovers. Like, look at all this residue right here. Like that that just comes off. That's from the case. That's like that shit from the case that's just falling apart. That's okay. I do own rags, so I can just clean it. But yeah. I think I'm gonna go play this thing. I don't know what gauge strings this thing came with, but I feel like I'm hitting the top string too hard and just bonking it out of tune. Okay, I pulled a little bit of an SSDD. Same shirt, different day. That was stupid. I'm still getting some of the case crud off of this thing. I will not be using that case. You know how there's always like a little tip of the string left? That just went so far inside my index finger. Oh my God, that hurts so bad. Oh, that thing bleeding, bruh. Look at that. Don't demonetize me, YouTube. It's just a little nick, but still, that's crazy. And these aren't new strings. I probably have to go get a tetanus shot now. It's like I got one of those little diabetes tests. But anyway, let's talk about this little cougar we got here today. So this is a Greco ECG-600, or is it EGC-600? It's one of those. This guitar was made in 1990 from Fujigen in Japan. Fujigen was a big factory. I don't know if it's still around. It might be. I don't know anything, actually. Yeah, Fujigen is, or was, a factory in Japan that made a lot of the lawsuit era Les Pauls. And yeah, in the 35 years that this guitar has been around, it's gotten around. This thing was definitely a played guitar. There are nicks and bonks and wear and tear all over this guitar, and I absolutely love that. Normally I prefer like a bigger fret, but these seem to be like some smaller fret wire, and I like it. It's definitely different. I definitely feel a difference, but it's not like I dislike it or anything. I think I just need to get used to it. Yeah, and this one tuner that's the least lined up out of all of them, there was a little crack in there, probably because they drilled it so close to the edge of the headstock, but it's glued and it's fixed, it's secure. They put the truss rod cover on backwards, which I think is kind of funny. But yeah, this guitar is definitely worn and used. So what are the specs on this cougar? Well, from my anecdotal research, I am led to believe that the Greco EGC-600, ECG-600, whatever the hell it's called, is a mahogany body with a maple cap. It also has a mahogany neck and a rosewood fretboard. Now I know what you're saying. A rosewood fretboard on a Les Paul Custom? Ew, no thank you. I have 3 other Les Paul Custom style guitars that all have ebony fretboards, so it's not like I'm missing out on that. If anything, this is just like a little bit different. It just spices it up a little bit. Yeah, besides Edwards and Navigator, most of these made Made in Japan Les Paul Customs will have a rosewood fretboard, which is kind of like their Achilles cock, but I really don't care that much. I don't really feel a difference between rosewood and ebony. It's more like just a visual thing, and it's not a big complaint. Like if it was a big complaint, I wouldn't have bought it. Now the neck shape on this one is pretty much a slim taper neck. It's a little bit more rounded, I want to say. The guy described it as a slim C-shaped neck, and I would agree with that. Yeah, the tuners, they just say made in Japan, and they are the keystone buttons, so Fujigen understands that Les Pauls are supposed to have keystone buttons, which is something that Gibson and Epiphone can't seem to figure out on like 90% of their Les Pauls for some reason. I believe this is a full-blown bone nut, so that's fun. Moving on to the body. I am not sure what kind of pots and like capacitors and all that kind of bullshit in here this thing has, but it's got the witch hat knobs, which I actually really like. They're very grippy. The three-way toggle is a little loose. It's a little looser than I would like it to be. I tried tightening it up, but I feel like it is stripping just a little bit. It's like holding in place, but it does wiggle around a little bit. So that is probably something I'm gonna have to swap out in the future. But we'll just have to see what happens. Now the pickup, that was crazy. Now the pickups on this guitar are not stock. These are aftermarket pickups from a brand, I don't know how to pronounce it. Do you say Manlius? M-A-N-L-I-U-S? And these are supposed to be replicas of Gibson's T-top pickups. It came with like the pickup shroud covers, which is different. I feel like he was trying to get it to look like the Edge's white Les Paul Custom. And I mean, it looks cool. Don't get me wrong, but I'm not gonna leave it like this. Pretty soon I'm gonna take the shrouds off, and then I'm gonna just leave the black uncovered pickups on there, have a little bit of a Steve Jones vibe for a little while. I wanna find some like aged gold pickup covers for this thing. But yeah, it's got some T-top replicas in there, and they sound pretty gosh darn good if I'm being honest. Now, I am not sure what brand this bridge is, but it is definitely an ABR1 replica, and it's accurate to like a vintage ABR1 bridge. They don't have like the posts in there, they just drill it straight into the body. And a lot of early Gibson Les Pauls are like this, and it's my first Les Paul that actually has a bridge drilled straight into the body, and that's pretty sick. And yeah, this thing is pretty dang loud acoustically. And I don't know if that's just because the bridge is drilled straight into the body, or if the fact that it's just old and the finish is broken up a little bit and like the guitar can just breathe a little bit more. It's probably all of those things combined, to be honest. But yeah, this thing is pretty dang loud acoustically, and that's always a really good sign. Oh, cool. This pickguard is actually brand new. Yeah, I'm pretty dang happy with this purchase, and we've got a lot of fun videos that we can make with this guitar now. Now, obviously, we are going to be making a comparison video or two with this guitar. I've been wanting to compare the IBGC series to a Made in Japan Les Paul, like since I bought this guitar. So I am very excited to finally get to do that. And then we're also going to compare it with Ruthie, my LTD EC1000 TCTM in vintage gold satin. So it's going to be really cool comparing like a vintage Les Paul custom to a modern Les Paul custom. I'm really excited to do this comparison also. We can also compare it to my refinished Kalamazoo headstock Epiphone Les Paul custom. See how this stinky mama stacks up against a vintage Made in Japan Les Paul. And we can do my Gibson Les Pauls as well. They're not Les Paul customs, but we can still compare the real deal to a Made in Japan Les Paul. Everyone says the Made in Japan Les Pauls are just as good as Gibson, so we can also find out if that's the case too. There are many, many fun videos to be made with this guitar, and I am very excited, but I think for today's video, we are gonna wrap it up right here. I am pretty dang stoked with my new purchase, my friends. It's my first Made in Japan guitar. It's my first vintage guitar. Like, whoever owned this guitar originally played this guitar a lot. It's just so broken in and resonant and comfortable to play. This thing is just oozing with mojo, and I am very excited for all the fun to be had with this guitar. thank you guys so much for watching, especially if you made it this far. I really hope you guys enjoyed. As always, go down there in the comments, let me know what you think. I love to hear what you guys have to say. Share the video around, smack that like button like you're its stay-at-home stepdad. And if you regularly watch my videos and you haven't already subscribed, then as the great Fez once said, you are a bitch. Big shout out and a thank you to Cosmic Steez, A Horse Running, Solar Flare, Rob Heath, Bad Joe Guitars, Brandon's Valson Corner, Bandage Knives, Jan Chocolate, Leagues Beneath, Scott Toman, Master Chief, and Big Tills. These sexy senoritas are my current channel members and their support really does mean a lot. If you want to join them, get a shout out in my longer videos, get access to the members only videos, and just help support this channel in a bigger way, then you can go down there, click the join button, tiers start as low as 3 schmeckles. There's also the super thanks button down there if you just want to give me some money, but I'm done being a tool. Once again, thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Toodles!